We back with another exclusive video coming from you live on the East Coast. Yes, sir. What up, Jude? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We back. Mr. Pump. Xavier. YouTube. What's up, man? What up? What up? What up? It's Friday. You could be anywhere in the world. Working? I hate you, man. Are you on the West Coast? Or are you doing second shift? Or maybe you might be in the Midwest. A lot of people in the Midwest. I think most people. A lot of people on the West Coast. A lot of people in the Midwest. From Gary, Indiana. I had a close friend that used to stay in Gary, Indiana. He's from Gary, Indiana. Yeah. I've been to, I stayed, I actually been to Gary like overnight. This is like back in the 90s when I was in the Navy. Yeah. So I've been to Gary. Gary's probably changed a lot. Yeah, it was overnight. This overnight thing. We had to get out. We had to get out of there. We had a flight to catch next day, so it was just overnight thing. My man, his family lived there, and we just wanted to. We was in Chicago, and from Chicago, Gary, it's not far. So we just wanted to go shoot to Gary for a couple hours, see his family, and we got up out of there the next morning. Is it still rough out there? That's a long time ago. I would think that it would change a lot. By now, all these other towns change, so I would think Gary would change too. I would think, Did it get worse? It's pretty bad. It's still people shooting each other. A lot of power, and being raised by single mothers, 9% black. I mean, I'm still living in it. No. Yeah, I mean, Midwest is a tough place anyway. The whole Midwest the Midwest is hard, man. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't realize the Midwest is a tough place to live, man. A lot of people don't realize that. Maybe I need to make a video about that. A lot of people don't realize that. No, not because of the mentality, because of the poverty. That's why it's such a rough place to live. The environment makes it so tough. And the poverty in the Midwest, especially throughout the South, up like Michigan, places, Kansas, places like that, man. Indiana. Yeah, the women they kind of have an edge. See, my videos are gold for Midwesterners like me. Oh, so you're from the Midwest. Was Wizzy Whippet? Wonderful. Okay. Their mentality led to the situations. I think the mentality added on to the situations, Jude. That the situation was there before they were born. They were born into it. So their mentality just made it worse. Michigan is like the Badlands. You might have a good point there. They fucking weirdos. Well, people had said they say the same stuff about where I'm from. I'm from the East Coast. People say we're weirdos. So I think people say that everywhere. People on the East Coast say people on the West Coast say people on the East Coast are weirdos. People on the East Coast said people in the islands are weirdos. So, that's just subjective, kind of. You didn't miss nothing, Rock. I just came on. Hadn't even 5 minutes yet. Oh, girls are weirdos. You could say that. You can say women are weirdos. Women are different than us. Women are different than guys. So, there's some truth to that. You can say that. I live in Detroit, guy. Motown. Well, it ain't Motown no more. It's just Detroit now. Yeah, Detroit has changed. It ain't Motown no more. They have no respect, the value of working hard. Well, it was like that when I was growing up, dude. Really, I mean, there's no honor in hard work. Let's put that out here. There's no honor in hard work. There's honor in getting shit done. That's it. I mean, so just because you work hard, who gives a shit? What have you got done? The results. That's what an honor is. Show me what you've done. That's what an honor is. I don't care how you get it done. That's real talk. This world is backwards right now. Everything bad is glorified, whereas everything good is frowned upon. 100%. 100%. What's deemed bad is glorified, and what's deemed good is looked down upon. You're 100% right. 110% right on that. It's a game. It's a game. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't understand the game, and some people just don't care. Women are unstable creatures. Well, they're emotional. So there's a lot there's a lot of psychology behind that statement that you just said. They can be stable, but it's going to be dependent upon you as the guy. You have to be consistent. This is why it's good to be consistent as a man. You can't, if you're not consistent, now you're acting like a woman now. You have to be consistent as a man. If you're not being consistent, you're acting like a woman now. And she's not, a woman's not going to respect that. And if she doesn't respect that, she's gonna get away from you because she's gonna be looking at you like, oh, this dude is trying to better himself. He's disciplined and he feel good about himself. I can't live up to all this. So if she doesn't like it, she's gonna move on. And that's good. She's doing you a favor by moving on. You setting the bar high. You're gonna set the bar high if you're consistent in doing anything. With discipline, oh man, the bar high then, boy. Only strong women survive around a guy that's disciplined. A weak woman ain't gonna make it. It's too much work. Current generation will care when they're 40 plus and no one is checking for them. This is the time they will want traditional value. Oh, they're already doing that now. Wizzy. I know some women that's in the 50s, late 40s and 50s, as lonely on Facebook quoting scriptures because they done screwed up. Done screwed up the whole family that they had, screwed up the marriage. The kids don't like them. Their sisters and brothers don't like them. They done screwed up everything. Now they're single and lonely and on Facebook quoting scripture. Sending people like me emails. Oh, I'm sorry for all the hardship I've done to you in the past. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? Man, that's 15 years ago, yo. I don't care. I done moved on from that. You know? It was a long time ago, man. Which brings me up to my point of doing this video. LPS, and by the way, I like this video. Subscribe. All that good stuff. Hit the like button. Let's bring me one reason why I want to do this video. Wizzy, you hit the nail on the head. It's something that we have to stop doing today. You know, I know every man should set the bar high for themselves. We all should be optimistic. No doubt about it. However, look, we got to stop. We got to stop. This was rock. This is why we got to stop. We got to change the way we look at women out here today. You have to. Look, Big Mama gone. Big Mama gone. And when I say Big Mama, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that woman that can take care of the household, take care of the kids, cook, clean, work. When you come home, dinner on the table, and she dropping it like it's hot, all on you in the sack. She's good with finances. She's good with her immediate family, her sisters and brothers, with her parents, your parents. That woman gone. That woman gone. Big Mama gone. That's gone. We got to let that go. However, there's still some women out here that have some of those qualities, that have traditional values. But the chances of you meeting them It's highly unlikely. That's what I'm going to say about that. Now, I know some women that can cook, clean, take care of the household, wash clothes, take care of the kids, all that. But they're not good at doing all that stuff. No. Big Mama gone. Now, some of us, my grandmother was 102. She passed away 2 years ago. My mom passed away. She was 83. She passed away 2 years ago. So I grew up looking at them doing all this stuff in the household, taking care of the husband, the grandkids. The shit is like fantastic. So we put on those same goggles and we try to apply that to people in our relationship, right? But it doesn't work. It doesn't work out like that. You know? Doesn't work out like that. It doesn't. This doesn't work. When we disappoint ourselves. And then we wonder why we sit around afterwards after either things fell apart or you left, she left, and we say, "Hey, why she don't have the drive and determination like me? Why she don't set the bar high as me?" Everybody ain't gonna be like you, man. Everyone wasn't raised like you. Everyone can't see what you see. So Big Mama gone, man. Yeah, there's a couple stragglers left over. If some women that's 70 plus years old, they still around. 70, 80, 90 years old, they still around, but ain't too many women ain't too many big mamas around. That ain't the majority. That's over. That's been over like 15 years ago. That's been over like 15 years ago. What you have today is you might find a woman, she might be good at doing one thing really well. And the rest of the stuff, she'll be okay. That's it. And a lot of these women that I've run into over the past 20 years, they get tired too easy. That's another thing that I've been quite consistent. They get tired too fast. I mean, you can't even stand out in the sun for 2 hours. Oh, I'm tired. I'm like, what? We just got out here. I'm tired. That's a common thing. I'm tired. Tired of what? You drove for what? 4 hours. You tired. I'm like, what? You babysit the kids for 3 hours. You tired. What? That's a common thing that you tell me if I'm off base. A lot of these women today get tired fast. I'm telling you, it's not all. It's a lot of them are like this today. They get tired. They can't stand. They can't stand outside in the sun. Well, in the hot sun for long. I mean, I'm tired. They don't last long. If you're a type of guy with a lot of energy, you're going to wear them out. You're going to wear them out, man. Slut culture taps into a man's calling nature, but these women are selfish, lazy. Yeah, a lot of them are lazy. A lot of them are lazy. See what's going on in this comment section. Let's see. Said, let's see. The current generation, let's see. Is that why women around? Yeah, that's probably why they bail out on you, Rock. Because you set the bar high. Your standards is high for yourself. A lot of women pick up on that energy, and they be like, I ain't gonna be able to. Can't trick this guy. Most women think in short-term effects, the right now, and what they can get in the moment. Yep. That depends on their depends on how they're living too. That has a lot to do with that. Taking on and how they were raised and everything. They say a woman is the only creature who will sing to her destruction and still blame a man who doesn't exist. Yeah, it's always the man's fault. It's never the woman's fault. And the average woman, it takes a lot for the average woman to take responsibility for her actions and be accountable. It's always the man's fault. Her dad's fault, your fault. It's the boss' fault at work. Somebody's fault, but it never hers. Because see, whenever you see somebody that likes to blame somebody else, the reason why they don't like to take responsibility because they have to do something, and they don't want to change. They don't want to do nothing. So that's what's that about. We gotta treat women as submissive like they were in the past, other than that will know no salvation. Film music composer guy, you sound like a gay guy. Get up out of here. If you ain't left yet. The exception to every rule. You've helped me to shake the shackles of contempt and see my worth. We men should be as strong as our word and bring the balance back or maintain us. That's a good point, Wizzy. Most women nowadays can burn water and have no idea how to take out the garbage, but sure know how to spend money and tell you how to live your life. Well, and they want women to spend money in this country. That's the whole game. That's why they promote so hard. They promote products so hard to women. Every woman knows how to spend money. Think about that statement. If she don't know how to do anything else, she knows how to spend money. And she know where to spend it at. One thing for sure is that you can't control loyalty. Nah, you can't control loyalty. Has a lot to do with how you were raised and the consequences behind it. The consequences behind your actions. One thing for sure, trust and loyalty is what men should require from women, along with women's qualities. Yep, that's what I do. I thought I was the only one who noticed that they didn't last long either. Some culture, let's see. Black women get spoiled by the welfare system since the 60s. I see the thing about was that they believe that they need to, no man due to their reliance on. The thing about welfare system in the 60s is it was a temporary thing. They didn't depend on it. They didn't stay on the shit for 20 years back then. That's the difference between today and back then. Not all, but the majority. It's a different mentality as far as using the system to come up. And the rule and there was a lot of the protocols for black women being on welfare versus a white woman being on welfare. The protocols were different for black women too. A man couldn't stay in the house. So that made it even more difficult because that ripped the families apart. So she had to sneak the man in there in most cases, and his clothes couldn't be in there. So, it was crazy, man. It was just a bad situation all the way around. Black women got fooled with the feminism motion, which is why they fell off so bad. Yeah, they got hustled with the feminism. They fell for it once again. Unfortunately. Have you heard of Tanya TKO? That woman is off the chain. Again, she works. Oh, that's you talking about that's what's the name, mom, right? Was China Black mom? If that's what you talk about, China Black mom, that crazy. Isn't she like 60-something years old, shaking her ass on Instagram? D Jones, what up? Just started getting your videos on YouTube. Very good information. Your current day, doesn't want a relationship. She wants ownership and dictatorship. Yeah, a lot of these women do want to dictate the guy or whatever, but that's not going to happen with me. Once you know how to make them see they're at fault and you see them fold up and sit in the corner crying. Oh, yeah. If you tell, I've done this a couple times. If you tell a woman about herself, man, she might bust out and cry. I've done it a couple of times. If you tell a woman about herself, oh man, they can't take that, man. They might bust out and cry, bro. And that relationship is going to be over. So, another woman, I think. Oh, I think okay. All right, Danny. It's another woman. Yeah, but I was talking about that name. They call it Tokyo something. That one. Anyway, man, that woman's crazy, yo. Somebody sent me a video. That Tokyo Tony. That's what they call her. Yeah, Tokyo Tony. There you go. Somebody sent me a video of this woman. She was in her car shaking her ass like a salt shaker. I'm like, yo, and this woman about 60? What's going on? Yeah, it's crazy. Black women are the main factor of what we're suffering from as blacks. When I hear statements like that, I'm kind of 50-50 with that statement, Jude. Because I know if we could, let's say we had a magic wand. If you had a magic wand today, And if you could change the psyche of the average Black woman, how she sees us as Black men, as a collective, the majority of them, not all, the majority of them would get in line. So when you say Black women are the main factor to us suffering, I'm kind of, I can't necessarily agree with all that. So they did have some, some responsibility in that, but we know who's behind it, behind the curtain, when nobody's looking, pulling the strings. The truth always sounds like hate to people who hate to hear the truth. Oh yeah, today it's like, if you tell the truth, you're being a hater. If you don't like something, or if you're not for it, you're a hater too. So either you with it or you're a hater. That's how it's going now. So it's better. So in certain environments, you're better off not saying anything. If we could change their mindset, the world would end. I only say that we as men have to stop validating what they do and set a standard like you mentioned earlier. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. We have to set the tone. We have to set the tone. But the problem, Wizzy, a lot of us are not strong enough to overcome what has been done before us. And even some of the stuff that's happening today, a lot of us still are not strong enough to overcome it. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. They got us in a trick box, and we can't get out of it as a collective, as a group. It is hard to change stuff. It is. It's a team, and it's a team sport. One person can do a lot, but that's not going to be enough. One person can make a difference, but it ain't going to be enough. Yeah, the damage was done before we were born. Exactly. I used to talk to my grandfather, and my father all the time about stuff they went through when they were growing up as kids. Yeah, a lot of Black women have been brainwashed. Yo, a lot of people that come over to this country, they get brainwashed too. You have to understand the psychology that's behind stuff you see on television. Look at some of the Hollywood movies. Look at how they portray us in the movies, and it's coming out of Hollywood. This stuff gets ingrained in people's psyche. Everybody. And when they see somebody like me coming or somebody like you coming, how you think they're gonna react? They're gonna treat you the way they saw somebody like you being portrayed in that movie. That's how that works. Well, they're not gonna sit there and think like, maybe I should give this person the benefit of the doubt. That's probably not gonna happen. Not in America. That's probably out of 100 people, you might have one person that'll say that. Out of 100, one person that's gonna think for themselves. The rest, they're gonna just go along and get along, just like everybody else. My problem, women want you to do so much before you get anything from them. Well, I don't play that game, Danny. I don't like. A lot of women do want you to do stuff, jumping through hoops. I don't do any of that stuff. I always look at it like respect has to be earned, not given. If you start doing stuff in the beginning, especially if you start doing things fast, well, you come off like you're not being real. You know, so that can be taken as manipulation from a woman's point of view. So you're like, this guy's being nice to me for what? I don't deserve it. And she probably don't deserve it. Her self-esteem might be low. And she probably never had a guy that done anything. It's just reality, really, you know. Sad but true. Done anything that's nice or anything that she can learn from that's gonna help her be better off in this world. Too many men are broken, many are coochie crazy, and massive amount of very effeminate. Yep. You either gonna be red pill or married purple pill. You can still be with a woman and be red pill. Yeah. Look, I always say you can be with a woman, but just be with a woman on your terms. That's all. That's what I do. It's my game, my life, my show. If women, when they come around me, I don't know what you've done in the past. I don't know what you did over there, but this is how I am. This is how I get down. You should stay or leave. That's it. And I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I would say, hey, I don't do stuff like that. I've never done it before. No one ever told me I had to do it. I've said stuff like this. I'm like, I never thought about it like that. So either she stay or leave. That's usually what happens. Is it me on YouTube? They push this interracial relationship to the maximum feed. Oh yeah. If you talk about interracial relationships a lot, boy, your channel gonna blow up, boy. You're gonna get all kind of views. You're right, Danny. That's true. That's true. Boy, they like them videos. If you talk about it all the time, I'm talking like every video you drop twice a week, talking about you being with a Caucasian man or you being with a Caucasian woman. If you do that for 90 days, 2 videos a week, oh boy, your channel gonna blow up, boy. If you bragging, talking about how how your life has changed since you got married to the white woman. Oh boy, they love that. They're gonna promote the hell out of that video. That's a fact. I've seen it happen. And that's the same thing they do in movies. The idiot about aka the TV. Oh, down shows like him about basketball. Yeah, if you look at what's that website, Madam Amore, something like that. They have articles that talk about 6 ways to be with a white man. Yeah, if you them videos and that website, oh, that blow up, boy. Oh, I love that website. What's the other website? The Root. The Root. Oh man, them websites blow up. They probably get millions of views a month. 101 ways to please a white man. And I have articles like say, there's another article I seen somebody came across. Why white women are better than black women. Yeah, I was like, really? Come on, man. This has gone too far, man. Even white women don't believe that. The average white woman don't believe that. Behind closed doors. No, I never dated a white woman either. Shocking dating now. It's just worse. So might as well stay with my. Yeah, you might as well stay with the people that you grew up with. The grass is never green on the other side, man. Trust me. I've mingled and talked to all these other groups of women all over the world. I'm telling you, the grass is not green on the other side. You're better off being with a woman that you can relate to, that you can have some type of chemistry with. That's, I'm just saying, man. A lot of these other groups, not all the women, but the majority of them, they have bad, they were just raised different, man. They have bad people skills. They were raised different. It is what it is. A lot of them don't see. A lot of them, they don't even see us as humans. They don't even see us as humans. That's something that most people don't want to talk about. They don't even see us as humans, bro. They have a bad perception of us. And you think just because you get with her, that's going to change how she think? No. Yeah, Danny, that's true. My thing is when most black women get with white men, they get one that is worse than us. Yeah, you know why that is, Danny? Because when she's with the white guy, just being white makes her feel good about herself. But that's a self-esteem issue. That's why. That's why that happens, Danny. Want some of the sisters be fronting about giving brothers head. They be on that, David? Women still be fronting with the head? Really? Damn. I never really thought about that. I thought that was dead, yo. I thought that was they were doing that when I was growing up. Were they still doing that? Damn. If she's fronting with the head, she got to go. My aunt told me the grass is green on the other side, but what made it greener is a wild lot of manure shit. Oh shit. Right? Most women outside of our sisters are even more entitled. Yeah, they are entitled. They feel like they're entitled around us, around you, Wizzy. They don't feel like that around the guys that they grew up with or Caucasian guys. They don't take on that posture with guys that they respect. That's what we have to understand. That because you have a girl that's been in Japan, China, India, born and raised over there. She'll come over here, get with me or you, and now it's all about her now. But she was raised, it's all about family. When she get with you, it's all about her now. So she wants you to be submissive to her. Come on, man. You know? You lost your mind. You don't get brand new on me just because you jump borders. If you were raised to be, if it's all about family where you came from, it's going to be about family over here too. It ain't going to be about you. This is what happens all the time, though. But if she get with a Caucasian guy, oh boy, she'll put him on a pedestal so high, it's like the Statue of Liberty. That's her God. But when it's your turn, it's like, oh, the rules change. And that has to do with religion. A lot of that has to do with religion. Unfortunately. The white females with us chose to be with us. If they really want feel empowered over somebody, they know they control you. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have a lot of white Caucasian women, they want to be in control. So they'll get with a white guy, and her and the white guy basically are battling for control in the relationship the whole time. And a lot of times they'll get divorced from him and get with a brother, and they know they have the upper hand because they know that the average black person really don't know what's going on out here in this world, in a social environment. They really don't know what's going on because there's a lot of stuff that we have to catch up to. And they already know this. So they're betting on that we don't know what we should know when she gets with you. So the white woman feels like she's going to have an upper hand. So she'll get with you, manipulate you, control you, and you'll be like her little project, basically. Now, by the time you catch on, it's going to be years later, and you're going to be so confused, it's over. They act like they never tried. And then when she get done with you, 9 times out of 10, she's going to leave you for another guy. She's going to leave you for the guy that she claims she wants you not to be. Oh, man. They act like they never tried it. Man, please. Danny, you know that's a lie. Every white woman have thought about being with a brother. Every last one of them. And the majority of them have done it. If they haven't done it yet, she might be 40, 50. And she hasn't done it yet, she will before she passes away. Trust me. A lot of them do it when they're in college. Especially in the job environment. The job environment is a playground for people. In the job environment, that's equal access. Equal opportunity employer. Exactly, Rock. That's the job is the place where you can reach out and touch a brother without having to actually go out somewhere on your personal time to meet a brother. You can do that at work. You can exchange phone numbers at work, make plans at work to meet up. You got these companies have they take a lot of these companies have company outings, or the employers will go out and do things together on the weekends. They'll have company functions. They'll even take vacations together. I've seen it. So what you think happening on these vacations? Shit. We have to remember Eve was created from a crooked rib. You cannot break the structure that made you. Biracial women are worse. Biracial women, they're just confused. Most of them. That's all. They're confused because no one accepts them on either side, really. So they really want to be on the Caucasian side of the family. That's what the problem is in most cases. The majority of them that I've met. They want to be accepted by the Caucasian family badly. But doesn't work out like that. And on the black side of the family, or whatever the other side of the family is, it's like they're not going to treat them bad, but they just don't want to be associated with that family as much. That's all that is. So it's not like the other side of the family don't want them there. They don't treat them bad, but the biracial persons just don't want to be accepted by them. They don't care to be there. That's what usually happens. My brother tried being in a relationship with a white woman, and the experience was really destroying. I'm not going to repeat his mistake. Yeah, a lot of people have tried it, Jude. I ask people, how do you be in a relationship with a white woman? Be married. How does that dynamic play out? That's what I want to know. Who's wearing the pants in that relationship? I've seen Asian women do this control thing over white guys. White guys think they are in control. They end up with a female who tries to control them. Well, you got some weird guys, weird white guys that be with Asian women. Them types, it could go either way. Could go either way, A lot of times, a lot of them white dudes do all kind of crazy shit to these women behind their backs. They do all kind of craziness. Put stuff in the drinks. Had a woman acting all crazy. I heard a lot of crazy stories, man, over the years. So, yeah, hey, man. And a lot of these guys will act like the woman is in control, but she's not. I think those white females who sleep with brothers real quick, you just get a nut, see how Mandingo you. I like they want to be seen like that. Of course. It's been like that forever. What happens in the dark usually don't come to the light. It's been like that forever. I don't think that's ever going to change. Not in America. because that's not a part of the status quo. The status quo is all about everything has to seem a certain type of way, has to be portrayed a certain type of way. We have to pander and cater to our audience and sell them what they want to see, give the people what they want. I disagree. What happened in the dark will come out in the light. Not all the time. It depends on who the person is. When it comes to that, there's some stuff. I mean, look at some of the history. It's some history that ain't never been in mainstream America. It never will. It ain't necessarily hidden. It's in books, but nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about J.A. Rogers, all the books he wrote. Nobody talks about it. So it's in the dark. Nobody talks about books like the ISIS papers. Nobody talk about it. People talk about it on the internet. Oprah ain't talking about it. That's what I'm saying. Some platforms people talk about it, but mainstream America, they're not doing it because they can't. Because these people have their own platforms, and they want to. It's not a part of the status quo. People don't like talking about the past unless it pertains to them. Unless they can see, okay, we present this. Where is this going to go? So it has to be a cause and effect or ROI attached to it, something like that. But other than that, most people just walk up to somebody, man, and start talking about history, like real history. See how they react. They'll get very uncomfortable. See what I'm saying? Just try it. See what happens. They'll get very uncomfortable. Yeah, look. Let's take this book. This D.L. Hughley's book. This book right here. Walk up to somebody and start talking about this book. And see what type of reaction you get. I'm just saying. Asian and white women are the worst to us. We got to keep ourselves away from these two kinds. You couldn't be right, Jude. Me personally, I don't let new people get close to me very often. So, I'll meet a lot of people, but you're not coming to my house if I just met you. You're not going to know where I live at. It's going to take you a long time to get close to me if you're a new person. You're not coming to my house. You're not going to know where I live, my address. You're not coming to I'm not going to invite you over to the cookout or invite you to meet my friends. No. Nope. I dated Asian females and they went against their family to be with me. Yeah, they'll go against your family. They'll go against their family to be with you. But a lot of times they feel like they don't really have a choice. Because a lot of them, they're above. They might be above age where they from, or in their family, in their culture. So it's like go against the family. It's not. That's only a short term deal. Until you get married, then they have kids. Give it a couple years, then the parents come back around. So do that. Ruffle the feathers to get what I want, to get where I want. That's all that is. There's always an exception to the rule, but you got to realize a lot of these women, age is a big deal for an Asian woman. If she's 30 years old, she's no good. She's no good if she's 30 years old in China or Japan. 30, 35, them guys ain't trying to rock with you like that over there. You're no good. A 32-year-old Japanese woman, you're no good. The Japanese guy, he not rocking with you like that. He ain't gonna marry you. You might marry her, because we don't see it that way. I listen nearly for us, and I stay away from people unless there's something constructive to say. Keep people at a distance. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. You have a point. If they're above age, they will still be. If they want to get what they want, man, yeah, I mean that's how it is. It's like I've met Japanese guys that told me that, like, there's certain. I know Japanese women, right? They like most of them late 30s and 40s. The Japanese dudes say, "Hey, I know you like them, but they're no good. They're no good girls, no good club." Like he said, it might look good and everything, but they're not quality women in our culture. That's how we get down. I mean, look, these guys, they won't even sleep with these women. They'll be cordial with them, talk with them, drink with them, go to dinner with them. They ain't laying down with these women. That's how high the standard is. Now, if she's married, yeah, he'll lay up with her then because she's married. Because once he get done with her, he sent her off back to her husband. But if she's single, he ain't hitting that. There's a lot of housewives in Atlanta, New York, LA, Chicago. A lot of Asian women as housewives. These guys are smashing. That's married, and they send them back to their wife, their husband, afterwards. I know a lot of them have done it. Again, a lot of these women work for all kinds of companies. A Chinese woman worked for the Chinese company. Japanese women work for the so-called Japanese company, right? They have dinner after work, have stayovers, on a weekend, somebody might come from out of town during a holiday, something like that. They'll have all the employees will get together, have a big dinner at a house, probably it could be a mansion party, stuff like that. Now they say it's technically work related, but we know what's going on over at that house. Come on, man. Stop playing games. So if you're married to a girl and she's Chinese and you probably Caucasian, whatever, black, whatever, right? She leave the house Friday. She said, hey, I gotta work Saturday. So she'll pack her clothes. I'm coming back Sunday. She stay overnight and go to some house cross town or whatever. Then the boss from out of town, he came from who knows where, someplace overseas or something like that. Him and some other woman came from out of town, and all the people that you work with, y'all in this one house together, y'all quote supposed to be talking about business. Y'all supposed to be talking about business. But why you got alcohol, would you? Then bring the alcohol back from the overnight stage. You if you're working, you got alcohol with you too? Come on, man. Come on, man. So you don't really know what these women be doing, man. And they'll do anything to keep these jobs. Believe that. They'll do anything to keep these jobs. They'll sleep with the boss, do whatever. And they claim they hate the boss so much, but they'll do anything to keep that job. So, hey, man, I think we got to change the way we see women today. We have to, I'm not going to say you should lower the bar, but if your bar is high, you're probably going to need more than one woman. I'm just saying. Some people ain't going to like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But hey, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Sharp Game. I've been dropping a lot of pictures, a lot of videos over here lately. What do you think about dating single moms? How many kids you talking? If you got more than one kid, I'm not rocking with that. If you got more than one kid. Period. If I don't got no kids and she got 2-3 kids, I ain't touching that. Now she got one kid. Okay, I'll see what's up. I'll get to know her. You know, I mean, if she got good energy, I'll see what time it is. I'll see what's up. You know, but she can't act like she's a single. She can't act like she don't got no kids. Now there's some women that got a kid and they act like they got all these options, like you know they, like they doing me a favor because I'm around her and I don't have no kids and she do. Now, if I pick up on that, I'm out of there. Because it's some women that got a kid or two and they act like they doing me a favor because I'm sitting down at the table with them. No, I'm doing you a favor because I could be with a woman. I could be with a woman with no kids right now. Yeah, and see, you have to find out the relationship she has with that kid's father. See, that's the problem, Jude. You know, that's where the problem usually stem from. Because ain't no telling what type of relationship she got with the kid's father, if they have any type of relationship at all. Yeah, the kids do disrespect you. And that's because of the mom. That's where that stems from. So I don't blame the kid if a kid disrespect you. I blame it on the parents. They raised the monster. They raised the little monster. Kids me, you ain't my daddy. You know, see, that's you really want to go through that. You'd be better off being with a woman with no kid. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You ain't my daddy. You can't tell me that. I'm like, what? Come on, man. And there's a lot of women with no kids out here, by the way. Some people act like every woman got a kid. No, there's a lot of women I know with no kids. All across this country. I know a bunch of women. They ain't got no kids. There's a lot of women with kids, and there's a lot of women that don't have kids. So hey, man, it is what it is, man. You got to change the way we look at women in this country. Whatever you're trying to do or whatever you're planning on doing, you're probably going to take you much longer and probably going to take more energy to do whatever you want to do. That was the whole purpose of me doing this video and talking about it. You know what I mean? So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, check out my Patreon for the exclusive videos. Go to badboysecretsclub.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.